Thank you, oh great goddess 𝐒𝐿𝐴. Now then, I think it's about time I held my own ceremony. A festival of blood.
Pika, 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 pika. Oh, sorry. Wrong language. Happy Halloween. May I ask for one final thing? That's what we're reviewing here today, guys. This was episode number 6, and what this episode really did was not a whole lot of anything, but what it introduced the inner workings and the history about the Demon King, how the Demon King was quelled, and the saint or saintess called Saint Diana. She goes by Sonia, because originally, so the saint is someone that is a revolving door. They die, they're reincarnated. They die, they're reincarnated. But they're not really the same person. It's just kind of the powers seem to be passed along. And now when this girl, our girl that was introduced this episode, who was really close to Scarlet, was introduced, she was 7 years old and she was found and she was dubbed Saint Diana because of the green hair and the moniker and everything else that she has. So that's all fine and dandy. Scarlet has been really close to her since she was a child and has kind of helped her powers blossom, yada, 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 yada. So this episode is really just about introducing what happened with the demons, what happened with the Demon King, how the Demon King's army was quelled, and the purpose of the saint within this world. That was really what this episode established. Outside of that, we had more happenings with Julius and Scarlet just kind of getting closer, messing around a little bit more. And then we had the introduction of a half-elf guy who asked for Scarlet's hand in marriage once again. So another suitor potentially with a little screw loose up top. And Scarlet also declared the what did she declare? The Royal of Blood, the Bath of Blood is going to begin. At the end of the episode, there is the church that they don't like, and she is going to hold a what does she call here? I'm playing it. Festival of Blood is going to start. So that's what we're going to go into next week, where I assume it's going to be Scarlet versus the church that is not part of Saint Diana's deity-ness or whatever that is. So really, I think that's really the main things that happened this episode. The saint was kind of like, 50-75% of this episode. The elf was a little bit of it. And then Diana putting down a beating to the one corrupt, noble church guy was another portion of the episode. So overall, I'll keep it fast and easy. This was a good episode. I thought it was a fun episode to watch. I laughed a few times. I really like the saint. I think she's a little deranged. I think the Bath of Blood or the Festival of Blood beginning at the end of the episode is going to be really interesting next episode. And her and the prince getting even closer, as kind of time goes on. Continues to be very interesting. But I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of him being her suitor. Just because of the way that his playfulness is, it does get a little old as a viewer, at least, and I imagine it does in her shoes as well, too. So hopefully there's somebody else who can come and kind of swoop her away. But at this point, it's her, it's Scarlet and Prince Julius as kind of the main things. And then who knows when Terenezia is going to come back into the picture again. I assume that she has a hand in what's about to happen next episode. So yeah, overall 7 out of 10. Enjoyable, just funny enough. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Happy Halloween or whatever you watch. I'm not even going to post this until probably the day after Halloween or the weekend of, just because I am very busy getting ready to pass out some candy. So I'll see you guys when I see ya, and have a great day. Peace.